Hello, everyone. I'm Drax. You're tuned in to Draxatron, and I'd like to welcome you to Episode 3 of Let's Play Atomic Heart. I'm glad you're here and chose to visit, and I do hope that you will enjoy today's adventure. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, when last we had left off, we had completed 2 of the 4 tasks to get the PEC 4 generator powered up.
Granted relief from forced labor at the complex.
We had successfully run the gamut. We still remain, the cold workshop and the pesticide workshop, which are both that way, still remain. The algae workshop and the hot workshop we completed in the last episode. So now we get to go play with bugs and cold shit. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, pesticides to the left. We'll do the cold workshop first, get it out of the way.
What's this crap?
Sprouts were designed as highly efficient feed for large livestock. But there's something wrong with this sprout.
A killer chicken. Now I've seen it all.
Killer chickens indeed, Sergey.
Attracting their attention is not advised.
Too late.
And that is what happens when a sprout infects a human. Yeah, thoroughly pleasant, I know. This guy got something to say.
Oh, the rescue team, finally. You cannot help me, but there are still people alive here. Say, you certainly took your sweet time, didn't you?
No, I'm not the rescue team. More like a vanguard.
Well, I'll be damned. Plenty of time has passed, but there's still no alarm. No army coming to the rescue.
Did you see how all this got started? Can you tell me about it?
I don't want to, but I certainly can. The machines didn't attack right away. They sort of spread throughout the facility at first, so they could attack all at once. I suspected something was off the moment the lab tech robots all went into our offices and positioned themselves behind people's backs. Most of my colleagues died right at their workstations. What scared me most wasn't the killing, but the way they slowly walked towards the humans. It was kind of like gym class, when they tell you to split up into pairs.
How long ago did you die?
I don't remember, but I stayed alive longer than most. The machines couldn't get to where I was since there was no way in. There was shooting, and then hoses started coming out of everywhere. Most people died in the first couple of seconds. Very quickly. The robots either smashed their heads in or snapped their necks, like popping the caps off soda bottles. We took to our heels, but then a lab tech grabbed Comrade Afanasiev. There was a soldier around who tried to stop them, but he just had time to say, oh, that's where I sort of stopped being scared and charged the robot. The last thing I remember is being dead.
Well, that's simple and straightforward, ain't it?
I'm sorry. We're gonna take those motherfuckers down.
You can't blame the machines. Humans did this. Doesn't look like an accident to me. It'd take months to plan something like this.
Okay. They'll send someone for you once this is all over.
Frankly, it won't make much difference to me. Better make sure this contagion or whatever's wrong with the robots doesn't spread to the other complexes.
Right. Let's see what the Grusha has to say. Congratulations. 9 January 1949 from manager S. Vavilov to V. Zolotukhin. Let's see what this is.
Congratulations on your promotion, Comrade Zolotukhin. Deputy Director of the Vavilov Complex is a very important position. Right now, our primary goal is to provide the Soviet people with sustenance, which requires great attention. But very, very soon, mankind's first steps into outer space will begin right here as well. As an outstanding botanist, you will be tasked with overseeing the creation of entire systems of plants designed to terraform the surfaces of other worlds. Comrade Sechenov and I had a talk earlier, and we're both delighted that you have joined our team. You see, Vic, we do not just want to plant corn on the moon. We want to take a bite of a bigger apple on Mars.
All right then. Order. 5th May 1955, Assistant Manager V. Zolotukhin. Send A. Nayalova to the hospital at Pavlov Complex right away for treatment. Personal request, 12th August 1953, from Director... Oh, there's Dr. Sechenov, to Assistant Manager V. Zolotukhin. Hello, I don't have time to type, so I'm just going to record this on a chirper, okay?
I've got a personal request for you, Vic. The Pavlov complex is in the middle of a big polymer study right now, and humdrum though it may seem, they're short of testing sites. Could you do me a favor and put a small department off in a remote wing somewhere? They just need to observe how animals behave in a polymer soup. It's top secret, of course, but just about everything in your complex is top secret, isn't it? Pavlov will start sending you the polymer in vats first. We'll build a pipeline just as soon as the Ministry of Finance approves it. Thank you in advance.
All right then. Urgent. This is from Theater Manager, 12th May 1955, Theater Manager S. Lastochkin to Assistant Manager V. Zolotukhin. What's he got to say?
Comrade Zolotukhin, my dear colleague, we haven't really had a chance to get acquainted yet, but I assure you, if you attend our theater under my guidance, you'll never forget the name Lastochkin. I've got a little favor to ask you. Could you send us a few of those fascinating flowers of yours? The theater just isn't green enough, and it could use a little more exoticism, if you catch my drift. A little bird told me you've got some creeping bushes now. I'd love to have a dozen of those to wow my VIPs with. I'll make it worth your while, of course. Sincerely yours, Stepan Lastochkin.
Comrade Lastochkin is a bit of a ponce. He's got a very high opinion of himself, if you couldn't kind of sort of tell by the tone of his voice. Let's just kind of cover y'all up a little bit. Doesn't exactly work that way, but it is what it is. Whoop, missed it.
Oof, cold. What's with this place?
Its purpose is to study how living things can survive in a vacuum.
So it's for planting crops on the moon and stuff.
Among other things, yes. The research conducted here applies to a wide range of subjects, from primitive single-celled plant life to livestock and other animals.
When you encounter sprouts, if you don't kill these things, they will keep spitting out sprouts, which can become a serious problem very quickly.
That's some neat fish you've got in that aquarium.
Oh, still you.
goddamn clusterfuck.
Okay, that's better. I hear a repair drone, but I don't see it. And there's the plant warehouse. Whoops. Now this...
Greetings, Valentin Demyanovich.
Who? Me?
The computer mistook you for the head of this laboratory.
Reminder, it is time for you to take your blood pressure medication. Playing an excerpt from an automated recording of your last work shift.
Yes, it's much better. Opera is doing wonders for me. Definitely. So, on with my log. Day 783. Where was I? Ah, yes. At first, it was extremely difficult for me not to pay any attention to this circle of life, as they call it. But then I realized there's something of an art form to it. Circle of life, indeed. Why did they even have to invent a name like that? Our superiors think that propaganda increases productivity. So to them, their employees are nothing but mindless swine, like these animals. Well, this isn't killing, it's just maintaining the circle of life. You know what, Oliver? Even if we are just swine, who gave us the right to mistreat the other swine, right? I'm awfully sorry for you. I truly am. God knows it's true. You died a hero's death. I'm even thinking about building you a memorial. I promise I will. Sometimes I think that when put to classical music, the convulsions themselves become a kind of dance of death. After all, new pigs keep being born, and yet the same pig keeps on dying. And it can't be right. Or can it? To hell with it. I should ask to be transferred to another department, if only temporarily. No, keep your claws off that. Not this recording. Oh, okay, I'll switch it off.
All right then. Now, there is, as you've probably already deduced, a puzzle here. There are 9 tanks in the room, moving from left to right, 1 through 9. All of them have to be switched on in order to trigger a process which will unlock that door over there. Now, as you can see, 2 of these are already green. Now the chicken here at number 1 is not.
It's spinning. That should do the trick.
Now it's green. Those chickens are green. The cow here
Hope I didn't get anything mixed up.
is now green. See, number 4 is this cow here. Then number 5 is this cow right here. Number 6 is green, so we need to go to number 7, which I think should be, yep, it's this cow right here. Now, one thing of note, these animals are in polymer. You can breathe in polymer, don't ask me how. But, yeah, except this cow, he's just kind of standing there. Poor feller. See, number 8 is the pig over here.
Yeah, the handle's attached.
And then last but not least, number 9 is this pig here. Now, I'm going to give just a tiny trigger warning on this one. This is a bit of an unpleasant thing, but if you want to look away, if you don't like this kind of scientific stuff happening to animals, this is the time to do so.
Holy fuck. Did I just kill all of them?
It's standard to the manufacturing process. It's where the polymer's organic components come from.
Now this cow over here gets lucky because he was not yet connected to the system. If I remember correctly, this is a shortcut to the cold workshop. For right now...
It's huge. I've never seen so many planters in one place before.
This is where they grow the plants that will be used to terraform the Moon, Mars, and Venus.
But right now it's not working for shit. We need to find the control panel.
That guy just laid down and died, I guess. Anyway, the aforementioned control panel is up here.
Shit. Nothing but dead bodies.
There's a power activation laser relay on the wall.
Okay, I can deal with that. But I will never get used to this shit.
Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. Actually, no, I did that backwards. I'm so sorry. There we go. Captain, sensors indicate... No, wrong. Alright, let's fire this sucker up.
There we go. So how do I fill the canister?
The canister fills with cryopolymer automatically. We just need to wait.
That sounds a little too easy.
Yeah, it does, don't it? Unfortunately,
looks like we've got company. I knew there was no way we could just wait patiently for this thing.
Unfortunately, as time progresses, some of the fans will stop spinning. And you will have to shock them back into function. Like that one right there. And this one right here. While dodging unfriendly critters that will try to make your day extremely miserable. Now that Raffic right there won't bother you unless you bother it, so you go. Oh, hello. Oop, I was out of range. When you see an infected human crouching, that means they're about to charge at you. Gives you a chance to get out the way. Swan Lake, indeed. Uh-oh, hello. there you have it.
Finally.
Data saved. Attention, employees. Access to the pesticide workshop is now available.
And here it is. Our next stop is the pesticide
Let's get
workshop.
the hell out of here.
So, what will it be, Major? Weapons or abilities?
Let's check out the upgrades on polymers first. Don't have much. Hello? How woo. Very, very wooed.
So, what will it be, Major? Weapons or abilities?
Now, back to what we were looking at. Can't do anything else with that yet. So... Okay, so all that's good. Not really a lot we can do, so let's check out. The pashtet. It slices, it dices, it chops the enemy to pieces. Now, I am curious though, let me look at 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. Now you can tell the pashtet has a considerably higher everything compared to, oh, hello, compared to the axe.
What will it be, Major? Weapons or abilities?
Now let's go into storage briefly and switch the pashtet out with the axe. I will come back for the axe later at some point. But for now, there we go. And there we have it.
I sure love these goddamn canisters of yours. You guys never get sick of shoving them into things.
Well, it's a tradition.
Yeah, well, maybe you should think about reevaluating your traditions. If I see one more canister...
Technical. No cartoons today. Ah, and we can build the Kalash. Good times. See, just out of curiosity. Yeah.
Do you like it here, sugar?
Oh, there she goes again. Don't have enough for the Kalash, but we will get around
this
to it.
facility so depressing.
It sure is. Why? Is there a more cheerful place somewhere?
Of course there is, handsome. Anywhere I can tie up disgusting, horny creeps will do for me.
Ugh, you're seriously fucked in the head, lady.
Oh, honey, it's the ones with tendrils sprouting out of their heads that are seriously fucked. Not me.
So, you didn't like it here because there weren't enough people?
There are never enough. I'm so bored. You are a breath of fresh air, handsome. Enter me hard and often.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sergey. Jesus.
Saving data.
Alright, back to it.
I was so racked by doubt about the usefulness of science, I nearly gave up. I was among the first to receive those photographs. Bombs. Remember? America, Japan. I remember my thoughts. They were coldly quite rational. The uranium fission reaction is accompanied by gamma radiation that attacks living cells. And I thought about how many of those who didn't die instantly would die of radiation poisoning. I thought about Ground Zero. It would remain rife with death and disease. Then I suddenly imagined I was the man who created that weapon. Not Oppenheimer, but me, Dmitri Sechenov. It was only through sheer force of will that I brought myself to remain faithful to my calling. At some point, I was so racked by doubt about the usefulness of science.
Well, alright then. Looks like Dmitri Sergeyevich is having second thoughts about something he did.
Those photographs. Bombs. Remember?
Ah.
At some
The
point,
sign
I
does
was
say
so
cage,
racked by doubt about the
or animal pen in this case.
At some point, I was so racked by doubt about the usefulness of science. I nearly gave up.
Alright, let's deal with some Vovas. Oh yes, the single most suggestive mechanism in all of Atomic Heart. Boiler rooms. These appear to be suffering from flooding. Play nice. Spread out. I don't know if those machine wells are supposed to be flooded, but a small part of my mind is telling me no.
Substance capable of transmitting waves over a specific distance. I remember the thrill of our first experiment. I sent a signal from the comfort of my desk in this room to a hawk hovering 50 kilometers away. The rest of the robots had their radio receivers switched off. Then, I instructed the hawk to commence weeding an experimental plot of land. The standard procedure requires the hawk to start coordinating the robot's actions via radio waves, but on that day, the radios had been switched off and polymer-based modules had been activated instead. I was ecstatic. Not only did the robots receive the command, they also coordinated their actions with each other. If I had children of my own, I doubt I'd have been as happy to see them take their first steps. It was a great moment. I realized then that nothing was stopping us from combining robots into collectives. The very next morning, I announced the first Cybernetic Collective Research and Development Program. And picking the name was ever so easy. I'd already thought of Collective 1 the night before. We created a polymer substance.
Well, that's nice. Oh, there's one of those special black Vovas. Doesn't look like there's anything useful in here. Just a bunch of mess. I could have sworn at one point there was a crate of some kind hiding back here, but it might be in this crawl space up here. Compartment 4. Why is compartment 4 locked? Alright, let's go through here and see. I see. Strangely enough, I don't recollect. There we go. Uh-oh. Got stuck there for a second. To start calling Sergei the spider monkey. All right, moving on. Somebody needs to get a mop.
Did you hear that?
I hear everything you hear, Major.
So, what do you think?
Crispy critters.
Quiet, damn it! There's something dangerous up ahead. And that's my fucking mind.
Indeed. But we still need to get that canister of pesticide polymer.
Solutions employed in Soviet-made robots with some sort of glassy, transparent jelly instead of traditional liquids. Apparently, the stuff is everywhere in every mechanical joint. Even their ball bearings are completely submerged in it. That, by the way, was a direct quotation. The exact chemical composition of this jelly seems to have eluded them altogether. Nevertheless, our Western friends are happy to report that their own hydraulic fluid seems to be performing just as effectively. This is, of course, utterly ridiculous. But who are we to set them straight? It was especially entertaining.
Oh, let me go the other way real quick so that I don't miss anything. Back where we started. Oh, that reminds me. When I was in that room with the animals in the polymer vats, I did not open that secondary door. So let's loop back around really quickly and correct that short sighting of mine. Won't take but a moment. And I still haven't found that drone, that repair drone. It's stuck somewhere. Ah, there it is.
Is it just me or are the guys at Pavlov just sending us junk?
Just not getting it. They've got different polymers over there with different characteristics. We go trace into polymers here, but over there they splice them in. Does that make sense?
Don't get too smart, buddy. Or, well, medicina non cacus taurus est, you know?
Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, crap. I keep turning my chirp around with my elbow by mistake. I hope they get rid of that function in the next update.
I'm not familiar with medicina non taurus caucus est. Doesn't sound grammatically correct, but I haven't had Latin classes in a very long time, so. Alright. Now, we have more effective contact, or connection to this back area here. Wake up from your slumber now. Wake up and go to sleep. We'll open these doors up while we're at it. Oh. Well, all right then. And then open this door. And we are back where we were. Isn't it exciting? Now, this little section, the pesticide workshop, is actually the lengthiest of the four. I call them the legs of the PEC 4 arc.
Experimental data must be kept secure at all times.
And there.
Shit! Are you off your nut? Is this some kind of joke? Shh, shh. You could wake it up at any time. In 2 hours' time, when the pesticide reaches critical low, it'll wake up. Do you understand? I need a canister of pesticide polymer. There's a canister right there inside. You'll have to find a PA400 polymer container. We blow the fucker to Kingdom Come, then you can take whatever you want, okay? Fine, have it your way. But won't the canister be destroyed? Shit! The pump! The hemlock needs to be sprayed constantly. We're almost out of PA400. You need to find that polymer container right now!
Yeah, right, the container. Could you at least tell me what it looks like?
It's a yellow kind of cylinder? Find that yellow cylinder or we're screwed!
All right.
Where do I find that yellow cylinder?
It's a polymer container, Major. They're always yellow. It shouldn't be hard to find.
Ah, cartoon. Well, Wolf, as he is known, Volk, and Hare, Zayats, they seem to always be running into one another, don't they?
So, what will it be, Major? Weapon?
Ah, we have plenty of polymer to do a few things now. Let's see. Let's start out with this one. Nothing else we can do with those. All right.
Saving data.
Find that yellow cylinder or we're screwed!
Entry number 1, April 16th. The mutations down. Schnitzel, bad dog. Where was I? The mutations caused by the polymer are progressing. After a month of observing CP388, codename Hemlock, I've observed some unusual behavior. The plant nourishes itself by endocytosis and has developed a way to identify where it's receiving its nutrient mixture from and extends its stems in the corresponding direction. Honey, what's for dinner?
Remember that lab equipment is Communist Party property. Damaging, misappropriating, or handing said equipment over to third parties constitutes a crime against the party.
Now here, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be a... Damn it. Damn it, Bobby. On the return visit, we will encounter a little mini boss of sorts back here. All right. And there is the yellow cylinder.
This is the yellow cylinder we're looking for? Are you shitting me?
There should be a smaller one around here somewhere.
Sure fucking hope so. There's nothing else here. Whatever. We'll just bring the whole goddamn tank back. It ought to be enough for that fucking freak show.
Indeed. For the war-weary Soviet Union. Supermassive tanks with large caliber guns and impenetrable armor. Powerful rocket-propelled airplanes carrying devastating new weapons. Combat robots marching along them.
Hold still. Now that is Dr. Charton Radionovich Zaharov. He was Dr. Filipova's mentor. And he was a close friend and colleague of Dr. Sechenov. He's dead. Officially. Alright, now let me see here. Loop back around to the other side. I forgot how dark this room is. Why is that even there? See?
Suspended electromagnetic platforms, control panels all over the shop. Some system they got here. What fuckwad came up with all this shit?
Can't get to that from here. You can't get there from here. You can't jump up on that. Try it. Nope. There's supposed to be a button or a switch here somewhere that... Sergei can't jump that high, unfortunately. Alright, let's go the long way around then.
Saving data.
Let's unlock this just for the hell of it. N93.
Pesticide level decreased. Now at 10%.
Hey, Charles. This sucks ass, doesn't it?
As soon as the hemlock stops being sprayed with fertilizer, it will wake up.
And it'll crush the living fuck out of everything here, including us.
That should do it. Oh god. Well, if nothing else, at least that means we can climb up from down below now if we need to. Why are you not working? Have you run out of track? You run out of track.
Genetic analysis results are considered unsignal and cannot be presented as a valid document.
Another poor bastard. Picked the wrong hiding place.
Quiet! There's a mutant nearby. He won't find us here. We should be safe. The lights went out.
This place is bright, man. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
So I did die. That's too bad. On the other hand, it happened quickly and painlessly. And I've always been afraid of a painful death.
What happened to you wasn't so bad. Believe me, other people had it way worse.
Yeah, I guess it's not so bad.
All right, then.
Hey, Charles. If I get killed, will I turn into a talking dead too? Will I just lay there in a corner mumbling half-intelligible bullshit?
It's hard to say. On the one hand, you don't have any neuropolymer memory. On the other, your body has undergone a high degree of polymerization.
So... yes or no?
We lack the data to make the determination. There's only one way to find out.
I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Well, he was asking a perfectly proper question, at least. Oh, shit. That's alright, I've got what I need. There we go. Now, let's turn this sucker.
Pesticide levels decreased. Now at 8%.
Damn it.
Now we gotta go across. Catch this switch over here.
Pesticide level decreased. Now at 6%.
We need to hurry.
Crispy critters, I'm trying.
Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, bitches.
I never thought of that.
No, I didn't either. I overshot the mark. Where's that other? There it is. Oh, that's the wrong damn switch. Well, that's not the least bit unsettlingly weird. Alright. Now we need to get back to that one. And if you can hear it, those sounds are the sounds of that hemlock slowly, waking up as they run out of pesticide to spray it with.
Pesticide level decreased. Now at 4%.
Situation is critical.
Where's that guy with the pump? Did he quit or something?
Pesticide level decreased. Now at 2%.
We're all going to die.
Okay with me. You first. What the fuck is taking you so long? Choke on your pesticides, fuckbag. That's it. Smoke break.
Did you find the container? I'm out of PA 400. If you don't figure out something soon, we're toast.
Take it easy, pal. I found it. Look down there. There's your container. You got any idea what it took to get it here?
Shit! Not like that. That won't kill it. You were supposed to blow it up.
Damn it. What do we do now? It's awake.
We gotta ignite the polymer. Give me your cigarette.
You can ignite polymer with a cigarette?
This one, yeah. Die, you prick!
Holy fuck, it's going ape shit!
It's enraged! We gotta run before it... Hang on!
God damn it! Oh, fuck! My leg! You okay, buddy?
Yeah, we did it! Shit, Sprouts, get the fuck up!
My leg is stuck. Shoot it already!
There's too many of them, hurry!
I'm trying!
If they get to us, we're dead!
About aiming better?
They're almost here, get up, get up!
I'm trying! Fuck!
No, help me! Get it off me!
Hang on, buddy. I'm coming. Oh, shit. The fucking canister. Well, it's something.
He's mutated!
No shit, Sherlock. Crispy crap! Get the fuck off me! Holy shit, that was insane. You guys seriously got nothing better to do in these labs than make giant killer shrubs?
The path to scientific achievement is fraught with pitfalls. The only way to avoid making mistakes is to do nothing.
Saving data.
It sounds suspiciously like Bogorov to me. La 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 la. Let's see. Where are you going? Uh-oh, that was going to explode. Look out. I have no idea why. Don't ask me. Yeah, here's the little semi sort of mini boss that
Charles, they didn't used to monkey around with the birch tree like this all the time, did they?
Indeed. The birch tree is first and foremost a symbol, although it does require a certain amount of careful tending every 2 days.
So every other day you gotta run around collecting 4 different canisters? Ugh, what a pain in the ass.
All right, let's get the PEC 4 fully connected to the system, shall we?
Cryopolymer canister connected.
Great. The birch tree's thawing out.
Optimal temperature has been restored.
Pesticide polymer canister connected.
I hate all parasites, human or otherwise. At least the tree can breathe easy now.
The pests have been eliminated, and the birch tree has returned to normal.
Vegetative power generator is now fully operational. Power supply restored.
Done. The gate is open. We can leave the Vavilov complex now.
Fucking finally. If I ever see another goddamn canister, it'll be too soon.
Well, see about getting that door open here.
We did it, Comrade Major.
Slow your roll, Glove. I did it.
I provided moral support.
Yeah, whatever. I guess you helped a little. How are you feeling?
That question doesn't really apply to me, but thank you for your concern. I am fine. Are we ready to leave now?
Yeah, sure. I'm not exactly itching to stick around. Charles, how did Cheriton Zaharov die?
Under mysterious circumstances. Dr. Sechenov is the only one who knows the details of his demise.
Mysterious circumstances, huh? Dr. Sechenov really didn't tell anybody what happened?
He did. The story is that Professor Zaharov slipped and fell into a lab bath full of a hazardous experimental neuropolymer.
Oh, shit. Poor bastard. What's so mysterious about that?
Due to a bizarre concatenation of circumstances, no footage of this fateful moment was ever recovered, even though the labs are always monitored.
Well, shit happens, right? Sometimes cameras break, or data doesn't get recorded.
That is entirely possible. Another peculiarity is that the polymer in question isn't hazardous at all. There's no way it could kill someone. You yourself love to swim in it.
Oh, okay. But maybe that polymer was a unique experimental sample or something, like a dangerous strain.
That is also entirely possible. But wouldn't Professor Zaharov have known that the experimental sample he was working with was dangerous? He created it himself, after all, along with Dr. Sechenov.
This is seriously messed up.
That's an understatement. All right.
We need to go to Lesnaya Station and take the train to Solnichnaya. We will continue on foot from there.
And where are we supposed to find this station?
It's on the other side of the village we're now in.
Let's go.
Saving data.
All right. Now that we're on the surface, we do have a map to look at. Right here is the Soviet sickle monument that we flew past on our entry from Chelomay, Call of the Motherland here. We basically swung around this way, over the water, looped over this. Now, Lesnaya Station is down here, right there. We've got to pass through the village here. We originally, if I remember correctly, crashed somewhere in this general vicinity, but I can't remember exactly where it is on the map. Anyway. Hello?
Saving data.
What do we got on this Grusha? Rules. Rules for using the Vavilov Complex emergency exit. This exit is intended for 1. Exiting the complex in the event of an emergency. 2. Entry and exit by graduate students and complex employees residing in Forester Village, which is where we are now. And 3. Entry and exit by service personnel. Important, since this entrance is near Vavilov Complex's main entrance, some employees have been using it to, quote, cut the line and get to work more quickly. While their zeal is commendable, all employees are required to punch in at the beginning of their shift. Anyone who is not covered by points 1, 2, or 3 above and does not use the main entrance will receive an official reprimand. Memo. Please read this message the first time you punch in. You are an employee of Vavilov Complex, the breadbasket of the Soviet Union and the entire world. Working under Comrade Vavilov is one of the most important duties not only for your fellow countrymen but for mankind as a whole. Attend to your appearance, manners, and relationships with coworkers. Do not permit careless, disorderly, or parasitic behavior. Keep your workspace clean. Do not discuss your work outside of the complex. Thank you and have a pleasant day. Loose lips sink ships, huh? The damn thing sprang up overnight, 6 June 1955. Security Manager V. Nyukov to Checkpoint Supervisor G. Desyetsky. Delete this immediately after reading, Grigory. Some kind of gross plant just started growing in my garden. It literally sprang up overnight. It looks like, I don't know, some kind of evil eggplant or something. It makes hissing sounds, eats my strawberries, and generally acts like a little brat. Eats his strawberries, that little bastard. I'm not really much of a gardener, so I'm worried. I'm really more of a cow guy. Could you see if they can send me some pesticide or something I can spray this thing in its ugly broccoli-looking face? I need to take it out without hurting my lilies. Could this thing be some kind of poisonous weed, like hemlock, but worse? Well, if it's hemlock, we hope it's not a distant relation of the hemlock we just dealt with. And then, over here... 5th June 1955, Service Settlement Manager E. Abdurakimov to Club President V. Savelyeva. Sorry, I'll get it out in a second. Next Monday, 13 June 1955, the triumphant launch of Collective 2.0 will take place. However, due to the work schedules of employees residing in the village, not everyone will be able to go to the VDNH. So please celebrate where you are. Here is the schedule. 1 p.m. Workday ends. 1 to 2 p.m. Lunch. 2 p.m. Gather in the auditorium, Town Square foyer. 3 p.m. Speeches by senior managers, celebration. Broadcasts of speeches by facility managers. 4:30 p.m. Launch of Collective 2.0. 6 p.m. Celebratory dinner, cafeteria foyer. All right. That sounds wonderful. For graduate students, 14th April 1955, Vavilov Complex Assistant Manager V. Zolotukhin, Club President V. Savelyeva. Please have a talk with the new graduate students who will be staying in the village. Please also set up the following activities. Screening of a film about the history of the complex and the facility. Don't talk about the history of the village. Seminar on safety. Assign specialists to their accommodations. Put Club President P. Savelyeva in charge. Why is he sending an email to Comrade Savelyeva to tell Comrade Savelyeva to take charge? Olay! 2 May 1955, Vavilov Archivist M. Orlikova to Club President P. Savelyeva. I can't talk worth a shit today, can I? I just got a really weird message, Polina. Remember when Arkady raised that bull on polymer-based food? You know, the one named Hercules who was as big as a house? It was in the papers and everything. Anyway, some pictures of the bull somehow got leaked abroad and made their way to, get this, some Spanish cattle breeders. Yeah, I'm serious. Spanish cattle breeders. To make a long story short, they want to order a few of our bovine behemoths for their corrida, or whatever they call it. You know, bullfighting. International friendship and all that. I don't know who to talk to about this or even what to think, but I don't know. Maybe the bosses will take an interest in it. I'm still in shock. Well, all right then. Now, unfortunately, more so even than in the Vavilov complex itself, this village is rife with cameras. You can hear at least... Uh-oh.
Shit, Chelas. What are they doing?
They're repairing broken robots. The more Chelas there are, the sooner the damaged unit will be fixed. They're not currently dangerous. You can keep going. Just ignore them.
I think I'll wait. One of them has a camera. I'd rather not have it see me.
And yes, some of the Chelas are essentially a mobile camera. Now, the Hawk relay and the wind catcher. That mechanism flying in the air in the top left of the image, that's a Hawk. It's basically a coordinating hub for all the cameras and whatnot in an area. You can't do anything about them, but you can do your very best to avoid being spotted by the security system, which is not always possible, sadly.
There are cameras everywhere. Where do they send the stuff they see?
If you're detected, the Hawk will sound a level 1 alarm, and all nearby robots will converge on your current location. If a camera sees you attacking a robot, a level 2 alarm will be activated, and the Hawk will deploy additional forces.
Now, look.
How do I know the current alert level?
Your polymer retina is equipped with an alert level indicator.
Now here come the Chelas to repair it. You would.
Show me what you got. Which other facility robots are dangerous?
All of them, I suppose. Other than the Tereshkovas, as they operate autonomously and are not connected to the network. So the central hub infiltrated by Petrov does not have access to the Tereshkovas.
At least someone here isn't trying to kill me. Thanks. For nothing.
What do we got here? Time's running out. 21st May, 1955. Art director A. Galyev. To K. Khrushchevin. How much longer is this going to take, Konstantin? Again, drawing something normal, nothing avant-garde. Seriously, no more crazy Malevich type stuff, okay? Here are the quotes. Nature isn't a temple. It's a workshop, and in it man is the worker. I. Turgenev. Apple trees will bloom on Mars too. E. Dolmatovsky. We can't expect handouts from nature. We need to take them from her. E. Michurin. Robots serve man and man serves society. D. Sechenov. Turn the lights out when leaving. Respect the janitor. When leaving your workplace, put the key in the safe. Say, what the hell? 1st June 1955, Logistics Manager E. Zakharchenko to Art Director K. Kozhevin. What the hell, Konstantin? You're the most clueless employee here. I've tried to drop off this tank 3 times now, but you're never home. I don't want to leave it on the porch or it'll get stolen. Check the bushes behind the building. I stuck it there. Rejected. 1st June 1955, Security Manager V. Nyukov to Art Director K. Kozhevin. Konstantin, I'm writing to inform you that the novels and pictures you drew about Argentum employees have been rejected by the editorial board. Although Editor-in-Chief Tormachev would like to know where you learned to draw so well, I would like to know how you have so much information about the activities of our agents, particularly in regard to the situation in Bulgaria. You are hereby notified that, as of this moment, you are under careful surveillance because your artistic success and social activity. All sketches will be confiscated. Well, that's nice. Anything else of use or interest in here? No? Milk. Moloko. Shotgun shells. Regarding, let's give them a break. 9 June, Inventory Manager K. Osinev, Watchman E. Podyunas. I'll tell you one more time, robots don't get tired and have no physical or psychological need for rest. Your request for leave for them is denied. Seriously, Yegor, I get that you're an older person who was born back in the 19th century, but would you give a tractor or a sewing machine a vacation? I know the robots act like people, but they're just tools, like a wrench or a car, and they're created to make our lives easier, not the other way around. They're robbing us blind. 5th June 1955. Service Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov to Watchman E. Puyonis. Comrade Puyonis, the incidents of supplies disappearing or being stolen have increased. We still haven't told the higher-ups about it yet, but I need you to be more watchful. I've heard you were a Red Commissar during the Revolution, so do me a favor and catch those crooks before we get our asses handed to us on a platter. All right. Chicken. Durka. Some years ago, my dad and I had some chickens. We had about 40 or 50 chickens of at least 15 or 16 breeds. Everything from Rhode Island Reds to white-crested black Polish and Barred Rocks. And even some different Cochins. Chickens are some of the goofiest creatures you will ever encounter. I remember one time when I was down there actually feeding the chickens, my dad found a small ringneck snake not far from the fence line. He brought that thing over there and he tossed it into the pen with the chickens, and it was all, every chicken for themselves, as those chickens just mobbed that snake and was just commenced to beat the ever-living hell out of it, trying to eat it for lunch. I was like, also big bugs, like a big beetle or something. Oh yeah, the chickens would love to get a hold of something like that. They'd be all over each other trying to get a bit of that bug. But if you put chickens in an enclosure where the ground is covered in like leaves and whatnot, give it a month or so, they will have that sucker as clean as a whistle. It will be nothing but bare dirt. Because they will pick it clean and they will eat everything they find. Like, what? Spread out. I was just complimenting you, you silly bird. Now here you are trying to give me a hard time. That looks like Comrade Gagarin. Probably is. Milk. No Russian home is complete without a matrushka. Oh my. Nope. Nobody asked you. Spread out. Let's see what the Grusha has to say. Appointment number 1, 7th June 1955. Senior Irrigation Specialist K. Raspapova to M. Udina. Hey, Maria, could you put me down for a perm tomorrow? My roots are starting to show. I look like Granny Zena. Ew. Is 7 p.m. okay? Pretty please. I'll make it worth your while. My hubby just got fish from Astrakhan this big. It's even better than the ones you have at Pavlov. I'll bring you one, okay? Appointment number 3, 7th June 1955. Cashier E. Ishtelbieva to M. Udina. Can I get a 9 o'clock appointment, Maria? I took a day off. Lyudmila got one of those poly hairstyles for her wedding. Could you do that for me too, pretty please? You know, the kind where it's one style in the morning and then it's different in the evening and the color changes and everything? Everybody's going to be there for the collective update, all our bosses and maybe even some foreigners. I don't want to look all frumpy. Oh, and grab me some poly nail polish too. I want my nails to change with my mood. Thanks, hugs and kisses. Oh, I didn't read that last one. Shipping delay, 7th June 1955. Logistics Manager E. Zakharchenko. I'll get it out in a minute. To M. Udina. Maria, the shipment containing your various dyes, hair curlers, and whatnot has been held for inspection due to the events related to the launch of Collective. The inspection will take 2 days. We called Nikolai. He said he can't do anything. Sorry about this. P.S. Could you please make my wife an appointment if you've got an opening, Maria? I saw you have that new dye, the one from Little Bolsheviks, and it's really classy. Even better than the stuff Dr. Filatova uses. So sorry, we're fucking you up with an unscheduled inspection, but hey, can I get an appointment for my wife? One thing, let's see. There we go. As nice as the music is, I can't play too much of it. Or I'll start getting copyright strikes on my videos. Yeah, all that produce on the floor. That door is suspiciously shut, eh? Oh, the TV got slung across the room. Yeah, that's a little bit better. There are no dicks on the gate. 1st May 1955. I remember this one. The Service Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov to Mechanization Specialist T. Kopylova. Damn it, I cannot talk today. Tamara, either our eyes just work differently or you're having some issues you need to go to Pavlov about. I'm sorry, but I just don't see a shape reminiscent of 2 dicks making indecent gestures on the gate. It's just 2 flowers, patterns, or something like that. So please stop 1, sending me complaints about this, and 2, showing everybody these supposed dicks. There are kids living here, and they're very impressionable. None. Draft. Brief history of settlement number 22-15-58. The settlement includes Forester Village and Budalak Technical Station. The first reference to the village is Gulshat, 1874-1915. The village becomes a logging site, and documents refer to it as Forester Village. 1932, the village is reconditioned to service the logging industry using political prisoners as labor. 1943, the village appears on lists of inhabited areas to be evacuated due to the growth of Facility 3826 and the decision to flood a number of inhabited areas in order to create Lake Lazur. 1945, following a high-level order, the decision is made to repurpose the village as a meteorological station. 1951, the village's designation is changed. It receives the status of technical station and is repurposed to service Vavilov Complex. All residents are rehoused and all residential buildings are distributed to specialists and technical personnel. High-level order, 1945, that probably means Stalin. Just a guess, but... About the cows, 3rd June 1955, Maglev Station Manager P. Stamatkin to Breeder U. Kopylov. In case you don't remember, the Lesnaya Maglev train station is on the outskirts of our village. It's one of the most important transportation hubs in the entire facility, and the greatest achievement of the Soviet Union. So why am I bringing it up? The day before yesterday, one of your cows walked out onto the, quote, track, or a, quote, line. Do you have any idea what a collision like that would do to the Maglev train? Nothing at all, actually. But unless you want your animals to get ground into chuck, I suggest keeping an eye on them. Put trackers on them or something. Thanks in advance. Change of status. 19 September 1953, Service Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov to villagers. By order of the Facility 3826 Housekeeping Department, the town formerly known as Forester Village is now officially a service settlement. As of the confirmation of this document, all settlement residents are considered service personnel for Vavilov Complex's technical staff and are under the direction of the settlement manager. From now on, it will be our sacred duty to watch the devices entrusted to us day and night and keep them in good working order, comrades. Congratulations. Woohoo! That's very exciting, isn't it? Yes, I thought so. That little bastard.
How about this?
Durka. Oh, shit. Unfortunately, those robots' cannons are a bit too powerful for their size and stature.
Comrade Major, based on the enemy's alert level data, you are fucked.
Thank you, Charles. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Strange, though, that the dialogue said screwed. But then Charles himself said, "You're fucked."
Get over here, you little fucker!
Where did that come from? Oh, I see you now. I see you now, you little bastard. Where are you? Damn it. I'm starting to get mad. And that little fucker right there is the problem. Hold still. Son of a...
Watch out!
Seriously? Alright, this is getting silly. The last time I come through here, I tripped the security cameras more than once, but never had a problem with the entire fucking facility coming after me. So let's give the system just a moment to clear its billows. Anybody know any good jokes? Does anybody know if February can march? No, but April may. Alright, let's see what we've got. Oh, you.
Hold this for me, would ya?
Just so we can have a moment. Son of a bitch, you're starting to piss me off 9 ways to fucking Sunday, you annoying little bastard. Alright, now goddammit, that's enough of that. All I want to do... Aha. Really? Can you get out of the way? I'm after him, not you.
Damn it. The gate's been locked by the security system.
We need to gain access. The only way to do this is by connecting to the security cameras. Unfortunately, I lack that ability.
There's a special camera diagnostic system, CDS-2 Valan. I can use one to connect to the cameras. That system might come in handy for stuff other than diagnostics. Hopefully there's one around here somewhere.
According to available data, a device with that designation can be found in this village. Detecting its signal, use the scanner to triangulate its coordinates.
See if we can get this open right quickly before we get blown. You know what? I need to take that one back. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the other way. Dadgummit. Ah, son of a biscuit.
Oh well.
Well, if nothing else, you're all getting a wonderful bird's eye view of just how bonkers this place can be. One more time. Oh, I need to bounce back the other way. There we go. Those sinister little colored dots. Alright, quick, let's see what's on the Grusha. Miss you, 21st April 1955, from V. Nyalov to graduate student A. Nyalova. Dear Annie, unfortunately I'm going to be on the duty for another 6 months, but can you imagine how great it's going to be when they launch Collective? No more letters, phones, or telegrams. You and I will always be in touch. I'm in Kamchatka, but you'll be able to read me poetry and tell me about what your new species of apple smells like. I can't wait. Until then, I'll just kiss this letter, by which I mean the screen. Well, not really. You get it. Yours always, your husband, Vladimir. Oh. What's going on? 2nd May 1955, from Vavilov Archivist M. Orlikova to graduate student A. Nyalova. What's going on, Annie? I heard they took you out on a stretcher. I asked around at your building and no one's seen you. Write back or call me, okay? I'm getting worried. Urgent, 2nd May 1955, V. Nyalov to A. Nyalova. I'm leaving right away on the first train, honey. Hang on and be strong. Yours, Vlad. Must read, 3 May 1955, V. Nyukov to 3826, Vavilov, A. Nyalova. Dear Comrade Nyalov, I heard that you're going to be staying at your wife's place in Vavilov temporarily and using her personal terminal. In response to your inquiries, I can inform you that your wife is undergoing treatment at Pavlov Complex. Her condition is stable but serious. I cannot give you any more information, and I must insist that you refrain from visiting her. You will receive an update shortly. P.S. Please do not leave your temporary lodgings at this time. Poor Vlad. All he wanted to know was what was going on with his wife, and I guess he got told to sit down, hush, and be patient. Anyway, the Volan we're looking for is up this way.
Just getting started.
Curiously enough, I noticed this on my original playthroughs. The Chelas never repair Vovas, but they will repair every other model of robot out there. Don't know why, but it's like, okay. What do we got here? Oh, complaint number 13, 1st of May, 1955, Mechanization Specialist T. Kopylova to Inventory Manager K. Osinev. It is my duty to bring to your attention that Comrade Vasilevsky, Kiselevsky, who is responsible for stockpiling lumber, has taken several laborer robots, that's the ones that look like walking lumber mills, into his possession and put them in his chicken coop. When asked why, Comrade Kiselevsky responded that he loves raising chickens and wants to create the impression that he has domestic fowl. He claims that the robots resemble rutting roosters. Please do something about this. It's bad enough that he stole registered devices. It also looks unbelievably stupid. And this is the original message from Puyunis, sorry, I'll get it right eventually, to Manager Ozanev about the robots working all day and not getting a break. So we're not going to read that again. And then over here on this Grusha, Drunk Forester, 9th May 1955, Sergeant U. Barai Ogla to Service Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov. Last night, 2 settlement residents found local forester Muhammad Henes intoxicated and panicking. The forester insisted that he had seen a hut on chicken legs, quote, walking through the forest. Henes was arrested after firing multiple times into the forest and running away from it toward the settlement. The prisoner was unable to offer any additional information but merely repeated his story about the hut. He was reprimanded and sentenced to community service, and his weapon was confiscated. Intrusion, 21st September 1954, Sergeant Ubrai Ogla to Service Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov. We have taken a certain M. Gorshinev, a college student and bird watcher from Moscow State University tourist group, into custody. He was found in an unauthorized area with a guitar on his back. His hair was disheveled and he was dressed only in his undergarments. The bard's testimony follows, in his own words. Exhausted from my travels, I knocked upon the forester's door and begged lodgings for the night. An elderly man let me in, looked me over in a hospitable manner, and offered me an evening's repast. He suggested that I make myself at home, and offered me every hospitality. Upon inquiring about my work as a folklorist, he assured me that he had many a tale to tell. As I sat at the table, it grew dark outside. The forester sat across from me, conversing at his ease. He was particularly proud to be known by all the local fauna, emphasized that he enjoyed feeding the wolves. I paid this comment little mind at first, but then I heard lupine howling in the middle of the night. I was frightened, but the old fellow smiled, stood up, and left the house with nary a word. Before I could comprehend what was transpiring, he returned with a rifle, which he promptly aimed at me and said, "My friends are hungry. Come on, pal, we're going to the forest." I leapt out the window and fled with all possible alacrity. After a time, I was apprehended by the local constabulary. To make a long story short, too late. Our forester has been using recordings of howling wolves to play pranks on tourists again. We need to get him to stop. Student bards are one thing, but what if it was someone in the service? He'd take his rifle and shoot him in the head. Handle this. Best Settlement. 9th May 1955, Settlement Manager I. Abdurakimov, to villagers. To all trainees and technicians, I repeat, as the manager of a settlement that is fighting for the title of Best Facility Service Settlement in 1955, I demand that all guidelines be followed exactly. Stop calling the memorial Manka in your digital messages and personal conversations. It's not Manka, it's a sculpture called the Working Woman, and it's the pride of our settlement. Clean up any boards or other trash. Yes, the road is not in perfect condition right now, but our settlement isn't a pigsty. Immediately paint all residential buildings some kind of happy color. I'll hand out paint under signed receipt. Don't graze cattle near residential buildings. Only by working together can we make this the most refined village at the facility and earn the title of Best Settlement. Well then. Aha, the snowball. Now, I don't know for sure, but yes. Now, where we need to get is up in that tower right there.
Will this device allow us to hack into the security system?
Hacking into the system would be tricky.
Access denied. Please provide a valid code.
Where's the fire, Sonny?
Granny, is that you?
So you haven't forgotten old Granny Xena, huh? Good for you. How's the Vavilov complex treating you? You like the cute little bush they got there?
That cute little bush almost killed me. I barely made it out in one piece, and now I'm stuck here with this lousy piece of shit Valan.
Here's a little tip for you, Sonny. You need bigger guns. Then you can take out all those nasty buggers without breaking a sweat.
Right. Guns are kind of hard to find around here.
You should stop by my hut. I'll find you a blueprint. And it'll help you back into that Volan. I've got some codes for it around here someplace.
Your hut?
What kind of Baba Yaga would I be without a hut on chicken legs?
They broke the mold when they made you, Granny. All right. I'll come to your hut. Where is it?
See the field on the hill? Down the road from that tower of yours. Head that way and wait for me there. I won't be long.
So as you can now see, the hut on chicken legs is very much real. And it belongs to Granny Xena. Whatever you do, though, do not call her Comrade Muravyova. Is there nothing in here that looks like a bunch of science equipment, biohazard stuff? I thought there was some small parts or something laying around in here. I guess not. Oh well.
Let me go, you son of a bitch!
And there she is.
About time. That fucking bot almost killed me.
How about that shit?
Well, I'm here now, Sonny.
Thanks for the assist, Granny Xena. So, where are these big guns of yours? I'm gonna need them.
Come on in. Have a cup of tea. Kettle's there. Help yourself.
Okay. Nice TV. What's on?
Cartoons. Have a seat and watch.
What the hell are you?
Regarding
Shush.
the reports,
Your beloved
I've
Sechenov's
heard
on.
about
I
the
want you to
internal
watch closely.
malfunction at Facility 3826.
The malfunction has already been corrected, Comrade Molotov. Everything's back to normal. There's nothing to worry about.
Corrected or not, our American friends are likely to find out about this outrageous incident. Do you realize what this could mean for us? An international scandal.
I am fully aware of...
Are you? Our Atomic Heart project is in jeopardy.
My project. A project I started before the beginning of that damn war. A project you all refused to acknowledge. How many millions of Soviet citizens died in that bloody meat grinder of a war? I swore that the world would never see its like again.
Well. I'm glad to hear you still value human life over your mechanical toys, Comrade Sechenov.
But that does not change the fact that we are all slowly being suffocated by Western sanctions.
Comrade Molotov, I value human life above all else, and the age of capitalist exploitation is coming to an end.
Soon the Western working class will cast off the yoke of the oppressor.
I understand my duty all too well, Comrade Molotov. The polymerization of the entire Soviet population, the launch of the collective neural network, Operation Atomic Heart.
What duty are you referring to, Comrade Sechenov? Do you even realize that if the Americans
find out that your robots can be switched to combat mode, I guarantee
your project will be dead in the water?
They're not going to find out. I repeat, the malfunction has been dealt with.
Comrade Sechenov, some members of the Politburo may be willing to take you at your word as an honored member of the Academy of Sciences. But I'm afraid your word is just not enough for me.
What's that supposed to mean?
The Politburo has come to a decision.
And I have been ordered to head a special commission investigating your malfunction. We will be at your facility later today. Do I make myself clear, Comrade Sechenov?
Well, Comrade Molotov, if the party deems it necessary, then...
Holy shit, Granny Xena. How the hell did you get access to this?
It's a direct connection. I've got eyes and ears everywhere, sweet cheeks. Don't worry about it, okay? It's none of your business. Besides, you've got work to do. I've got a little present for you. It's in the corner. You know what to do with Volan codes, right? And take this blueprint. You can give it to my repair vendor. It won't bite. Unlike your girlfriend.
What? Girlfriend? Thanks, lady. You're a real peach.
Please select the desired procedure.
Alright, let's see what we've got that we can expand upon. That's... There we go. That ought to give us a boost. Don't have enough materials for Granny Xena's pop gun yet, but we'll get there.
You're no ordinary old lady.
Really? You seem a little mixed up, Sonny.
No kidding. You've got a flying hut, a quantum computer hanging from the ceiling. Of course I'm mixed up. I've never met anybody like you before.
You've got a memory like a sieve, haven't you?
Well, I guess there's a few little things I can't remember since I got injured. But I definitely remember you.
Little things, you say? Well, now you've got something really important to do, right?
Pretty much. I need to get to the VDNH. Is there a train station around here?
It's right past the village. Head down the road, you can't miss it. Just keep an eye on the sky.
You're a sharp old bird, Granny Xena.
Thanks for noticing. Let's just say you're lucky I felt like looking after you.
Why did you? What's special about me?
I wanted to see if you're a real man or a pussy.
Harsh.
That's what it takes to get through a thick skull.
That's a weird pet you got there.
What's so weird about her? I make some pretty special tea, I'll give you that. But this is just a plain old chicken.
What?
That's a joke. This is Facility 3826. It's like the Emerald City. Haven't you ever seen a chipped chicken before?
Can't say I have. Actually, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, go ahead and take a look.
Anyway, I gotta run.
Off you go, little pup. Oh, I almost forgot. You didn't find a couple of rings down there, did you? Gold ones in a Facility 3826 box?
Rings in a box? No, Granny Xena, I didn't see anything like that. I was kinda busy.
Well, off you go then. Enjoy the VDNH.
Thanks. I really appreciate the help.
Wait, you're meeting Stockhausen there, aren't you?
How the hell did you know about that?
Little Bird told me. Tell the Kraut things might have been different if he hadn't been chasing after another man's woman.
Whatever. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Grab a car in the village. It's a long walk to the station.
Charles, who is this Granny Xena lady anyway?
That's a difficult question to answer, Comrade Major. I've never met her.
Yeah? I figured you knew her.
Why is that?
You didn't say a word when we were talking. I assumed you didn't want her to hear your voice.
I decided not to reveal myself until I can determine exactly whose side she's on.
Makes sense. So, what about this atomic heart project Dr. Sechenov was talking to Comrade Molotov about?
I have no data about it. You'd have to ask Dr. Sechenov.
Nah, it doesn't matter. The boss will tell me about it if I need to know. Let's go find a way to the station.
Alright, now, when you have access to a Volan, you can use it to hack into the cameras and remotely operate certain systems. Like in this case, you see these...
Okay, let's open the gate.
Gates here. That's our primary objective.
We're finally in the system. We can see the whole place this way. Let's look for the right camera.
Thankfully for all of their nifty capabilities, Dandelion cameras do have a somewhat limited visual range. You can go around them if there's a way to do so. And that is the camera we used to unlock the gates.
It was a pleasure serving with you, Major P3. Unfortunately, you are about to be killed.
No, not completely. Now, let's see what we can do about this right here. Unfortunately, these cars... Holy shit! See, what I was about to say is these cars drive like old bears.
Holy shit, where do they keep coming from?
A bumblebee robot is delivering them from a nearby factory.
Can't drive too fast. Can't drive too slow. Let's get out of this car. The road's backed up anyway with junk and robots. There is only technically one area in the game where you absolutely do have to drive a car, but that's only because if you don't, you will get killed. There are other areas where you can drive a car, but it's pretty much an optional exercise. Suits me just fine, to be perfectly honest. Ouch. The game, through Granny Xena, encourages you to grab a car and drive it to Lesnaya Station. And while, yeah, you can do that, I do actually prefer to take that little bit of extra time to walk the distance, to loot the useful materials from the different houses and stuff that you encounter along the way. And when you smash a few robots, you get useful parts from them as well. It does help in the long run. Anybody want a glass of soda? Aha! We now have the large Neuromed capsule, and that is part of what makes it worthwhile to take your time. Find them useful goodies. And we are now here. We don't have far to go to reach Lesnaya Station. Ouch. It'll be 25 kopecks, good varus. 20 kopecks. Oh, 20, almost 21. Oh. What are we paying for? Now, as you wander around... No, it ain't gonna let me sneak around this direction, is it? Damn. As you wander around Facility 3826, you will find these little mushroom-looking buildings. They're little safe spots where you can do upgrades on your equipment, produce items you need, and, most importantly,
Saving data.
save your game.
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P3, access...
I don't think we have... Yeah, we do. But I don't want to use them all right now on that one item. So I'm going to hold off. Anyway, that is where we're going to stop the video for today, folks. That'll do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in our next episode. Cheers.